course of the spring and summer about Caleb Taylor. I was just wondering how he's carried that into fall camp so far.
I think me and Caleb had a conversation at the UCF game last year, and he wanted to play more. So I sat down with him and said, hey, these are the 3 things you have to do. And he took it to heart, and you saw his progress from that 4-game stretch on there where, Iowa State was player of the game first on defense. I think it gave him confidence. And then when a player has confidence, they tend to grow. And right now, he has a lot of confidence. He's doing a great job being a leader of a football team. He's really making my job a lot easier. So I really value him and really appreciate what he's doing right now. We need Caleb to have a great senior year. Senior year is important for players. We need to have a great senior year by Caleb Taylor, and he's set for ready to have it.
What were some of the things, if you don't mind, that you laid out for him to be able to play more?
It was just, certain techniques. And I believe football is a game of series of efforts. And each play is 7 seconds. And I believe 7 seconds equals 7 seekers of efforts. And we kind of talked about that. And from there, he's playing fanatically, hard, physical. And I think he's just embraced it. And I think once you have success, you see it, positive results, it helps you reinforce what you're trying to do. So those are the things we kind of talked about.
Go ahead. All right, there's kind of a natural progression you see with defensive tackles. They come in as young guys. You want them to play a little bit, once they get to a certain point, then they play a little bit more, and then all of a sudden they're the guys. You've had that progression with DJ and with Tommy being in the program, what have they shown you, and what do you think of the way that they've kind of grown through the program?
Well, first of all, it's a journey, especially playing defensive line. It's hard. It's really, really hard. It's really demanding, and it's a game of strength interior-wise. So now Tommy and DJ have confidence because they're strong, and they both have done a really good job of bending. Because football is the ability to bend and get yourself out of bad positions, get you back in good positions. And they have had 1,000 reps, and they're playing fast. They're having fun, and you know what to do, and it makes it a lot easier for them. But it is a journey. It's a process, and it's hard. So 2 years ago, we threw them in the fire to get the result we want this year. So we're a developmental program. Coach Leipold told us about how we develop players. So, and they're right on path to have a good season for us.
Coach singled out Tommy as one of the players who kind of stood out during the scrimmage. What did he show you?
He's just playing really fast and getting great knockback and separation. And once again, you make a couple plays and you start stacking days after days and days of confidence. Football is a game of confidence. And right now, Tommy's playing with high confidence. Also, he's doing all the right things off the field. Great GPA this spring, summer of 4.0. And I've said to you guys in a long time he don't handle his off the field things correctly, his on the game field will keep producing on a really, really high level. So we're really excited about Tommy.
Hey, Jim, you traditionally, you like to rotate D tackles.
Mm-hmm.
What do you feel about the depth right now of your group?
I'm excited about the depth. I'm really pleased with all of them. I'm pleased with Marcus and Blake. They've done a really good job. I gave them a really good challenge. I told them, this summer, you have to do all these things, because when you come back for day one, you have to be exponential better than you were in a spring practice. And I gave them a lot of stuff to do. And you know what, to their credit, they did it. And now they're starting to perform at a level, and we keep building depth. Plus, John, John, competition is really important here. I want a lot of guys competing for jobs.
I want to talk about what you think of your young guys, Calvin and Harold, and what do you see from them?
Marcus is a really good athlete, and he's starting to play faster, and he's starting to really understand the position. And right now, he's practicing at a high level, and the numbers, the science back that. Blake is really growing as we speak. He just turned 19 years old. He's 295 pounds. He's really strong, really physical, and he's a really good athlete. I like where those two guys are going. We're not even close to where we need them to be, but every day they're getting better and better, and they're flashing plays. Where the old guys look at me, I'm like, yeah, they're coming. So, which is good, because now they have to raise their game.
How much do you think it helps those guys to have kind of the model of others in the program who have taken those year-by-year steps?
I think it's phenomenal, because like I said, it's a process, and I think Caleb's done a great job. And so is DJ and Tom, but especially DJ. He said, 2 years ago when I won the game, I would get knocked back, thrown around, pancake and turn, and he's done a really good job relaying the message. So really, really, it's good for them, because it's hard. Football is hard. We have this misconception that football is easy, because you see what happens on Saturday. They don't understand it takes 350 days of hard work to get the results you want.
When Blake came in, you know, he had been an edge guy on defense in high school. He was a tight end in high school. He had to add all that weight and everything. Was it weight room, nutrition, all of the above?
I think it's been everything.
Yeah.
First, he's the right person.
Yeah.
Mike Blake really cares, has high character, has a great mom and dad. So when I met him, I knew he had all the intangibles to be successful. So we get him here. He's in a small program, really rural town. Comes here. Now we got all the resources from Coach Sleeve. We got all the resources from the nutrition, and then he's a skyrocket. And now today he made 5-6 plays where I looked to the sideline and the guys looked at me and like, oh, okay. So which is good to see. But he's done a great job. But it's the player. He made a decision. Like you come here and you redshirt, it's humbling, and he wants to play. So he's doing whatever he can do to give him the opportunity to play for us this year.
What's the next step for DJ, and how good can he be this year?
I'm excited about him. I'm really, really excited about him. First of all, he practices really hard, and he's really violent. And now stuff is coming to him naturally. And it's like today was a perfect example. He comes to the sideline and he's correcting himself. Coach, I did this wrong. That's exactly what I want now. After 3 years, he knows exactly what I want, and he can correct himself. So once you start doing that as a player, like good things usually happen after, in my experience.
In the spring, it seemed like Javier maybe took some time to get acclimated. How have you seen that acclimation process continue, and how is he doing now?
Well, I think it's hard. I mean, just because you transfer to a school, it's hard. The scheme is different. How he practices is totally different. And then as he gets more and more comfortable, I see his play getting better. He's a really good athlete, and he can run, he can bend, he can do some stuff to help us. So as each day he gets more and more comfortable, more and more comfortable. I challenged him this summer. He had a lot of stuff he had to do playbook-wise, and he did it. So we'll just continue to watch him grow.
You mentioned the athleticism, and I think you've talked about maybe pass rush ability for Javier. Just how useful is it to kind of have that in your bag for the rotation?
Yeah, because he's just a good athlete, and he can bend, he can move, and he can use his hands. So it's good. He's going to help us. We need all of them. Like I told the players, they have to practice today. Don't be delusional. We need everybody in this room. We're going to have injuries. We're going to have stuff happen. We need every single person, and you can't compare yourself. I tell the players, stop comparing themselves. It's your play. It's your journey. You're just getting better every day, and usually the result will take care of itself.
Anything else for Coach?
Is that it? Cool.
Thank you.